Hey, everybody. All right. It's Wednesday here in Cypress, Texas. There's been a lot going on here with the storm and the tornadoes that went through, and power was out for like 4 days here in Houston. The bishop from my church just like died in his sleep, like totally like un. There was no health issues that were serious enough to think that was ever going to even happen, right? So there's been a lot of craziness going on. Trying to keep focused on my business. All right. Things. A meeting. A couple meetings got canceled because of all this turmoil. All right. And so I'm like, just really been trying hard to keep it together, focused, right? And what I've done is I stumbled on a business. Okay. So my website is mybusinessisyourbusiness.info. And I've been dedicated to Jason Cisneros, his build to exit strategy, or it's going to be branded to that. It's currently the Chairman Project. And he does a podcast every Saturday morning, 8 o'clock Central Time. I've been tuning into that. I listened to it several times, take notes, right, in what he's covering. And he's just really like chipping away. He's just chipping away. He's not going to give you everything. And he couldn't, even if he did, it'd be too much for you to process, right? He's looking for clients, consulting clients, okay? And his sweet spot is a business that's making $300,000 a year to help him get it to $750,000 a year. Okay, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not running into a lot of those people, right? That are looking for consulting. Okay, So I went and I've had this in my back pocket for many years. Okay, and working it out, and I've talked about it before. Taking somebody from zero, nothing, to 20,000 in a little over a year. 20,000 in savings in a little over a year. Okay, and then I found a business. It's for veterans, but it doesn't. This business is not unique. There's a lot of businesses out. Jason Cisneros has all kinds of businesses that with a low barrier to entry. Okay, but taking that business and then combining it with the financial strategies. All right, starting off from the very beginning with just a term policy for protection, but enough because it'll be convertible to a permanent policy, a cash value policy later down the road when the client is making enough money, has enough residual income or cash flow to properly fund the policy. Now it can become his infinite bank. Okay. And then showing from that point with funding this business, and then taking the business, enhancing, doing what Jason Cisneros does, adding one other product, making one extra sale a month, doubles the cash flow at the business. So now it doesn't take very long to have enough cash flow to fund the bank, the infinite bank, all right, to hit in 7 years. So total 9 years, hitting not just a $4 million a year cash flow, but $4 million in an account for other opportunities or for your retirement income stream. Okay, so combined with the business and the infinite banking strategy, you can hit that goal realistically, if you follow the steps. Now, here's where the kicker is. It's that level of belief. So, wow, he's going to love this, right? My mentor in the business was talking to me about somebody that he did a strategy for. They talked to their son, who he hadn't really talked to yet. He hadn't built a rapport. He hadn't, there was no trust there. There was no relationship there, right? And they couldn't find anything wrong with what he did other than they couldn't believe the numbers. And I've run into that before. And I'm like, it's just math. I've run it. My mother challenged the rule of 72. That's a fact, right? It's a numerical fact. The rule of 72. Whatever interest rate you earn on your money divided into the number 72 determines how fast your money doubles. That's a fact. And she's like, no, that doesn't work. Right? Because they don't understand. That's what happens when they don't understand. Okay, so that's a big problem when somebody doesn't understand what you're suggesting. And some people, those numbers just go, that whole concept just, they can't catch. Okay, so you've got to create a situation where more than just you, somebody else independently of you or other source is confirming what you're saying. Okay, so I'm always tuning into that kind of information. And why? And I let it do the talking for me. I let those people do the talking for me. Okay. But when you believe, so that what my business is actually is a combination of looking at people who already are producing and they want to do better with their money, or people who really want to achieve something, and then I help them, right? And I just take them to the trough. Okay, my business is yourbusiness.info. There's all kinds of resources there to help everybody, everything from managing their credit and their debt to getting involved with the business, and then the business administration, the payroll and the HSA, implementation, administration for them, right? And of course, the built to exit strategy with Jason Cisneros. But there's other. I'm surrounded. I'm going to go give a talk at Toastmasters on Monday, and a third of the Toastmasters members are business consultants. Okay, there's kind of a trend right now. People that went from real estate to business consulting, and gone from mortgages to real estate. Right. I'm trying to get some of the people from the mortgage side to go, hey, look over here. You already got the clients, right? You already understand what you're looking at. This is a no-brainer, right? But it's a hard nut to crack, right? What they do is so similar to what I do, but they're not catching it. It's kind of like I talk about, like trying to teach a drunk woman how to do the contemporary double two-step. They can't make that transition from side to other side, walk. But now there's a climate where, they have the tools, they have the understanding that they could just easily transition to this and blow it up. But they got to believe it. It's all about belief, man. All right. This went a little longer than I wanted to, but I got it done. And if this helps, go ahead and share it. All right, bye.